Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies, man. Finally, we signed a safety. I was getting nervous. I was getting scared. Forget just signing a safety. We signed two players today. Obviously, the Saints signed P.J. Williams and Jaleel Johnson, a defensive tackle from the Texans. That also kind of ends my Jordan Davis dream. But let's start with P.J. Williams, man. Obviously, P.J. Williams had an excellent year last year. Best year he's had with the Saints. Now we re-signed him in a one-year deal, kind of a prove-it deal. I think he wanted a longer-term deal, 2 to 3 years, but the Saints gave him a one-year deal. I didn't quite see the money, but he's going to have a chance to prove himself, to prove that he's a starting safety in his league. He had the year to do that. I think he's going to play a little free safety, kind of that Marcus Williams role. And then Marcus may play, closer to the line of scrimmage in that Malcolm Jenkins role. So I think they're also interchangeable. They both can, switch, flip-flop. P.J. Williams was a cornerback, and he's made that move to safety. So that versatility between him, Gardner Johnson, Marcus May, Roby as well, that's going to be big for the Saints, and it's going to help our defense a lot. I'll stop crying about the safety position now, but we signed P.J. Williams, man. That was a big get. You couldn't let him have that good year that he had last year and let him walk out the building. The Saints have a tendency to do that, man. With Malcolm Jenkins, he went to the Eagles. Was great. Malcolm Jenkins went to the Eagles, was great, and then those guys both come back, and they're not the same players. So we kept P.J. Williams, man. That's a very, very good thing, and I'm excited to see what he can do in the starting role finally. Also, man, Jaleel Johnson, I think that's going to be a big pickup for us just because it's a rotational guy, man. You're going to need those big bodies in there. I'm not going to pretend that I know exactly who Jaleel Johnson is. I've watched him, obviously, a couple times, but I'm going to break down the film. I'm going to see where he's good at, where he's bad at. Is he a run stuffer? Is he a pass, rusher, and things like that? Is he both? We'll kind of figure that out, as the week goes on, but I'll definitely be looking at him, man. He's apparently a very, very solid dude. He's also on a one-year deal, so nothing long-term. I like what the Saints are doing, man. They're kind of cleaning the books for next year, trying to get ahead of this cap situation that they're in. A lot of one-year deals right now, just not a lot of deals at all as well. So they're trying to get ahead of those things. I see that they're making it a point to have smart contracts, smart business decisions, and we'll see where it plays out, man. But I'm super excited about these two signings, man. Just finally we're getting something done. We're not just standing there with our hands, sitting on our hands. Mickey Loomis, Dennis Allen, and the rest of the game. We're finally getting things done. There's two more signings on the defensive side of the ball, which makes me go back to my prediction on the draft. I think if we draft all 6 or 7 picks, we're gonna have 6 or 7 offensive guys. We may draft like one defensive guy, maybe a linebacker or something like that. But I think everyone else will be on the offensive side of the ball, whether it's receiver, tight end, offensive line, quarterback, running back. I think it's going to be all offensive guys. And this free agency kind of tells us, man, getting Marcus May, Sorensen, Jaleel Johnson, Kentavious Street, just signing basically all defensive guys. I just know we're gonna look at that offensive side of the ball during the draft, which I'm not mad at, man, because we can go sign these older receivers and things like that, but that still wouldn't solve the problem. It's just some glue for 6 months, and then we'll be right back in the same position next year. So we definitely have to get a younger guy in there. But man, P.J. Williams, glad to have him back, which is it's crazy to say because I absolutely despise P.J. Williams. Maybe 3 years ago, I thought he was the worst corner we've ever had. He made that move to safety. He became pretty good, and now he became one of our better players next year. So super excited to have him back, man. I think he'll have a good season for us. Jaleel Johnson, like I said, I'll watch more of him before I can give my full opinion on it, but we do need some defensive tackle rotation. So Kentavious Street, we got Tano, Shai Tuttle, Onyemata, all those guys rotating in, man. That'll be a good group of D tackles. And then obviously on the outside, Peyton Turner, Cam Jordan, Marcus Davenport. The defensive line is basically set for the season, so we're definitely not going to be looking for those guys. We're just going to be getting camp bodies and stuff like that. Defensive line is pretty set. Defense is pretty set, honestly. I wouldn't need anything else on the defensive side of the ball. Now it's time to address that offense and get that thing rolling in the right direction. Let me know what y'all think about these two signings below. If you know something about Jaleel Johnson that I don't, please let me know in the comments below, but I'll definitely be checking them out later. As always, man, it's the Boot Tragedies, and I'm out.